Hey y'all, it is Bree and I'm back with another video.
ATL, you falling out of love for me.
Today, I have decided to give you guys a story time because I've been through things in life that I've definitely grown from, and I think a lot of us have been through things that we've been through in life that we can now laugh at. Back then, it was not laughable. It was like, girl, like even now when I like think back on things that I've done, it's just like, ew, like like what was wrong with you? Why did you do that? But yes, before we get into it, if you are not subscribed to me, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications so you know when I post, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up because we just gonna get right into it. Now, if you read from the title, this story time is going to be about the time I almost fought a girl over a dude that was never mine. Yeah. Definitely was very low vibrational and very like stupid of me. Now that I think about it, like when I look back, it was like this dude never even gave you this man didn't even give you the bare minimum of anything. Like literally, you didn't even get anything. Like, what did you gain? The only thing that I gained out of this experience was knowledge that like, why did you do that? Like, we're gonna just start from the beginning. We're gonna start from the beginning, and we gotta start from the beginning of when I used to work at Walmart. Now, this story is back from like 2018 to 2019 because me and this dude was in like a year-long situationship. And I'm just gonna name him Tom for the purpose of the video. We're gonna just call him Tom. I worked at Walmart and Tom worked at Walmart too. And one day I seen Tom at work and I thought he was cute, and I instantly had a crush on him, but I never talked to him or anything, literally. Like, I never said anything to Tom. I would just see him from time to time and be like, he kind of cute or whatever. So what happened was, it was like, what was going on? I think it was like storms and stuff going on. So the power was out for like 2 days at our job, and then when we had to come back to work, we ended up having to throw everything away, like, and restock and stuff like this. Now, mind you, me and Tom did not work in the same department. Keep that in mind. So when this had happened and we had to like restock and throw stuff away, everybody in the whole store was doing the same thing because our store was technically not open for customers, but we were just like restocking and things like that. So everybody was basically doing that or whatever. Tom was in the aisle and he was restocking the shelves and stuff, and I went over there to like help on this particular aisle or whatever, and I don't know, I just kind of like struck up a conversation with Tom, and me and Tom started like conversating a bit. I was on Tom's ass, like, not gonna lie, like I was like, yeah, I'm in there, like I'm finally speaking to Tom, like I ain't letting up. By the end of the day, right, I was supposed to leave work, and Tom was still at the job, and I didn't want to go home. So I ended up going to the aisle that Tom was at, right? Mind you, I'm off the clock. I ended up going to the aisle that Tom is at, just talking to him while he's on the rest of his shift, and I should have been at home. I'm just walking around with Tom, off the clock, and Tom gets off, right? And then we're at the car, we're just talking a little bit, and I was like, I'm hungry. Or he was like, he's hungry or something. I was like, me too. And then I was like, he's like, what you was finna eat? And I was like, I'm finna go to Cookout. I want Cookout. He was like,
This Cookout do sound good.
and I was like, you want some?
Got him. We fucking got him.
And of course he said yes. I was like, okay, bet. I can go get us a Cookout and I can pull up on you or whatever like that. So Tom went home, right? Because he said he was gonna like, what did he say he was gonna do? I think he said he was gonna wash up or something. But I went to Cookout and I told him to text me what he wanted. So basically I got his number that way, I think. Or did I get it before that? Basically, I got his number and I went to Cookout to get the food or whatever. And I waited for him to text me that he was ready for me to come over. So now, let me just throw something out there, right? I did not intend to do anything. Like, I really was just going over there to chill, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know, catch a little vibe or whatever.
Cap.
I went over there And I think he opened the door without no shirt on. I don't remember. Either no shirt on or shirt on, but it was open. It was something of the sort. And I was just like, mind you, we wear a vest, and it's just like, you in your work. You're not really trying at work. So he just looked real different at the door. So, you know, we chilling, watching TV or whatever. I forgot what movie I ended up putting on. It was Blade. I think it was Blade. What had happened? You know, like the smoke detector thingy? Like the smoke detector kept going off. So he was like, I'm gonna climb up there and take the battery out. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, so he gets up there and he trying to take the battery out. And I guess some paint from the wall got into his eyeball or whatever. And he was like,
oh my God, my eyes, something's in my eyes.
We spent like an hour, I think, maybe trying to help him get something out of his eye. Like I'm all in his eye, trying to help him get this piece of paint out of his eye. So we were very like close. So you know what I'm saying? That kind of like helped the situation. But we're just gonna fast forward through this because y'all need all the details. Basically, me and Tom did do.
But duh.
Let me just tell you this because this is gonna set the tone for why I was stupid for the whole year. I have a lot of experience with guys and stuff like that, like before Tom, or like, let me just say, like, I didn't know that I didn't have good experiences with men before Tom. Like, I didn't know things felt certain ways, like before Tom. If you kind of like catching my drift.
What do you mean by that?
So when I did get with Tom, it was just like, oh, I'm in love. It wasn't that I loved Tom at all. I did not love Tom, okay? I thought I loved Tom, but I didn't love Tom. I just loved something that Tom had. Y'all gotta remember, at this time in my life, I didn't really know that because I just mistaken it for that. But it was really lust, like real strong lust. Basically, me and Tom went on to doing this, right? Like, I'm gonna just say it like the 7-month mark. I'm gonna say we did this shit for 7 months and I literally didn't talk to no other man. Like, I was all about Tom, basically. Like, I just knew that I wanted Tom. I was asking Tom, like, what are we? Like, what are we doing? And he was just like, we
doing what we doing.
So I took that as like, we ain't going nowhere. Like, me and Tom is not going nowhere. Like, he's perfectly fine doing what we doing, which is nothing because, mind you, me and Tom had never even went on a date.
Huh?
I'm just stuck on stupid over this man. And he never even took me on a date. We never even went outside together. Nothing. Like, I would always go over there. I would most of the time order food. That was it, literally. That was literally all we had. Eating and doing it. We never went out nowhere. And I'm trying to keep this video PG-13. But y'all catching my drift. I think y'all catching my drift. I was telling my friends, like, y'all, I really like him and stuff, but I do not think that he's trying to take me serious and stuff. And he's like the only dude I'm with, messing with and stuff. And they were like,
girl, you're being stupid. Like, you need to go out there and you need to, like, meet people. Keep your options open. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket.
I'm like, okay, like, I guess. Basically, I ended up, you know, meeting somebody else. I wasn't gonna tell him about it. I went and linked with this other person, right? So here's the funniest thing, right? So my mom knew that I would be going over to Tom's crib. Like, she knew that's where I was always going to. So when I left to go meet up with this other person, she just assumed that I was going to Tom's crib. I was on the phone with Tom, like maybe like the next day after I linked with this person, right? I was on the phone with Tom at night and I was just like, and my mom was in my room while I was on the phone with Tom. So I'm on the phone with Tom and I said, I'm so tired. My mom gonna say,
I mean, you was out late last night.
The way I was like, oh my God, why did she just expose me like this, bro? Like, you really just, you don't even know that you just exposed me because I went out late last night with Tom. I don't know that I was out late last night. So then, y'all got real quiet over the phone and stuff. And I'm trying to, like, you know, talk about random stuff like, yeah, the TV show was really hitting. Like, you ain't watched that new episode. You seen that new episode? He was like,
Something just don't feel right.
I'm like, oh, damn. So I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, why was you out late? And I was like, I mean, I was just hanging out with somebody. He was like, who? I should have lied, y'all. See, this is what happens when you're so honest. When you're an honest person, like, just sometimes you don't gotta tell the truth. Like, sometimes you don't gotta be honest. Basically, I ended up telling him and stuff like that, and he got all in his feelings and stuff like that, and was like, I was gonna do this with you, and I was gonna take you to Charlotte, and I was gonna do this and this and this and this and that.
Be fucking for real. Be fucking for real.
I was feeling really bad. Like, he was making me feel like crap over the phone. And y'all know what I did. You know what I did? I fucking cried. I cried over the phone, and I was like,
please forgive me. Like, don't leave me. I'm so sorry. Just forgive me.
I'm on the phone, boo-hoo, baby crying to a nigga that never took me on no damn date and told me that we was just friends with benefits, basically. And I'm crying because now he know I kept my options open and hung out with another dude, and now he mad, and he making me feel bad because he was making it seem like he was gonna take me serious. So now I feel like I messed up.
Wow, man. Damn.
At this point in my life, I didn't know much about, I mean, I had dudes try to run game on me, but I was still naive at this point in life. Like, I was still real naive. This man would not answer my calls or nothing. And I'm gonna probably try to insert like screenshots of stuff that I was texting this man and all types of stuff, if I still got it. Yeah, I was very down bad, y'all. And then I was like, it was like a mix of emotions, because I was like, you know what, this man never even did anything for me. Like, I'm finna just fuck it. Like, so I go hang out with my friends, get drunk. That's what I do when I'm drunk with my friends. I'm blowing this man phone up, calling 50 million times, leaving voice messages. Please call me back. Please forgive me. Please just call me back. Why are you being weird to me?
Why you being weird? Why you being weird to me?
My friend's trying to take my phone away from me. I'm getting my phone back to blow this nigga phone back 50 more times. This nigga not picking up a damn, like, he not picking up the phone at all from me, y'all. He really just done my ass. Let's fast forward maybe a couple days, right? Like, I ended up thinking about him, right? And I was like, I just want him to talk to me. And I knew he wasn't gonna pick up for my phone number. So I ended up calling him from my sister's phone, right? And he picked up. And I was like, hey, it's Bree. Probably made her feel real good too, like, damn, she really just coming for somebody else's phone. Okay. He was just talking on the phone. He was cool. Like, he wasn't mad or nothing. So I'm like, okay. Like, he had a couple days to like think about it, you know what I'm saying? No, forgive me or whatever. So, you know, I'm trying not to talk about the situation. So I'm like, you've been watching that show? Because, like, we was watching a show together and shit, right? So, you know, I had to, like, throw it in there. Like, so did you catch some couple episodes that just came out? And he was like, nah, I ain't watched it. And I was like, we should watch it together. He was like, I mean, yeah, we can. And I was like, you want me to come over?
Yeah, boy.
He was like, you can come over. I got ready so fucking fast, you would think I was goddamn the Energizer Bunny or something. And I went right over there. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'm back in there, you know what I'm saying? I gave it a couple weeks, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a month. Then I was back to asking him, like, what are we doing? Like, what are we?
Stop it. Get some help.
At this point, we would be on and off just simply because he would always bring up the fact that I was talking to another dude.
You could use that against him.
Not even thinking in my head, like, how am I supposed to know I'm not the only person you talking to? This thought didn't even come up in my head at no point. It's just like, the way you acting, I would just assume that I was, right? So, like I said, we was like on and off, right? So, Tom was into like network marketing and stuff like that. So he ended up like coming to me about this network marketing that he wanted me to join and stuff like that. Now, me personally, I'm not into stuff like that. But for Tom, I could be into some stuff like that. So I joined the thing with Tom or whatever. They started having like meetings and stuff. So they started having little meetings. They wanted us to like invite people out to recruit like other people to the network marketing thing or whatever. Right, we had a meeting. And it's this girl at the meeting, y'all. And you know, women's intuition is just so amazing. Like our intuition is so amazing. I think at this point, it might have been like 9 months, y'all. Like, this might have been like about 9 or 10 months or so. So I just had this feeling about this girl, right? It was just like this feeling because she wasn't like all over him or nothing like that. But it was just like when me and her like was talking to each other, like he would just like be like, what is you doing? why you being like a mosquito or something? Just like trying to be nosy and stuff. So I was like, yeah, that's weird. I said at this point, I think me and Tom were off. Like we weren't really messing with each other for right at this moment, right? I was linking with this other dude from my past, right? So me and him was chilling or whatever. Tom called me while I'm chilling with the nigga. And you know what I do? Hello? Yeah? Tom was like,
You home?
I was like, yeah, I'm chilling at the crib. He's like,
All right, I'm outside.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna come right out. Right. Click. Yeah, I gotta go. It's like an emergency. Mind you, this dude lived like 15 to 20 minutes away from my crib, y'all. I'm like, yeah, I got to go. It's like, mind you, I was a little drunk, y'all, because me and the dude was drinking a little bit. So I was a little drunk, speeding home to go see Tom. Not even thinking like, Tom gonna see you pull up at your fucking house, you dump there, y'all. I was just like, living. Pull up at the crib, right? I get in the car with Tom, and I'm trying to see what Tom talking about. Tom like, yeah, I just wanted to tell you something. And I'm like, oh, okay, like what you gotta tell me? He was like, you know that girl you met? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, me and her like together.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Like we in a relationship. And I'm like, oh, okay, Tom, okay. At this point, I'm not upset because like we never solidified what we were. We was in a little situation or whatever. Like I was like, okay, cool, bet. I ain't gonna lie, it did sting a little bit, but I won't like, y'all wasn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I wasn't hurt because like once me and him was on and off again, I went back to like talking to other people. Like I won't being dumb for real at this point, but I was still a little dumb because as y'all could see, I left one dude to come link with this one dude. Like, so I was a little dumb, but I wasn't like super dumb where I was putting all my eggs in Tom's basket no more. But I was still on go when it came to Tom. But I was like, okay, cool, but like I'm not tripping. Like, I mean, we ain't really ever established where we were. And then I went in the house and Tom left. I'm still in this like network marketing thing with them and stuff like that. And so we still have meetings and things like that. And I had to be around him and her and stuff like that and see them like all close and stuff. And it would bother me like slightly a little bit, but I had to just suck it up. I was moving past Tom, you know what I'm saying? I started like talking to somebody else and things like that. I had met him at like a college because we was going to colleges to scout for people and stuff like this. So I met him there and we like instantly clicked. Like it was like a instant connection or whatever. One day me and Tom was at the college or whatever and we ran into the dude. Liked me a little bit and was trying to talk to me, and I guess Tom noticed how the dude like was looking at me and like how he was all blushy with me and stuff like that. Once Tom noticed that, me and Tom was like walking back to our cars because like I said, we were like networking and scouting and shit at the college, and it was like a couple of us and stuff like that, but me and Tom were the only two people left, so we were walking back to our car. It was all quiet and stuff, and I was like, what's wrong? And he was like, I don't know, just feeling type of way. I kept just like asking him what was wrong, and he was like, maybe one day I'll let you know what's going on and like how I'm feeling and stuff. And I'm like, okay. I knew that was kind of like what was up. Like I think he started feeling like I was not real tripping off of him or nothing, and like I was kind of like moving past him. So I think that's why he was like in his feelings a little bit. He would call me sometimes and I would always be like, okay, this is about the network marketing stuff because I was signed up under him or whatever. So whatever I did affected him and benefited him and stuff like that. So whenever he would call, it would be like about that, but then he would try to steer the conversation off of it and just be like trying to sit on the phone with me and stuff. And I still cared about Tom and things like that. So it was like one night Tom called me and I answered the phone or whatever. We was talking a little bit and then I was like, I'm hungry. I'm finna go out and get something to eat. Like it was late too. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm like, I'm hungry. Like I'm finna go back out and get something to eat. He was like, what you finna eat? And I was like, cookout. And he was like, you should bring me some too. What I did, like I said, I was stupid, and yeah, so I ended up getting some food, and I went over to Tom's crib, and we were just sitting outside the parking lot just talking and stuff. And he finally like talks to me about what was bothering him and stuff, right? And he was just like, yeah, the problem is that I don't want to be with her. Like I broke up with her because I wasn't feeling it, because it's just like something about you that I can't shake, like I just can't shake you, basically. And I was like, Just expressing his feelings to me, because mind you, at this point, it had been like maybe 10, 11 months or something like that of me dealing with Tom and waiting for Tom to express some form of feeling for me. And he finally just like lets it all out to me now. Like, I fell for the shit. In my head, right, after you express all these feelings to me, right, and you say you're not with the girl no more, blah, 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 after you express all these feelings to me, I'm thinking like at this point now we're really finna build to something. Mind you, me and Tom have still never been on a date, and Tom has never literally done anything for me.
I tell you what you look like, but you won't like it.
I just put this little side note in there. Mind you, when I met Tom, I think it was around like in October, right? And that December, I got Tom something for Christmas. After just only messing with him for 2 months, because I was so with. Mind you, Tom has never bought me a damn thing. Literally, never. Never took me on a date, but I was just so stuck on Tom. I was we've like reconciled and stuff like this. In my head, I'm like he my man, that's not my man, but this is my man, and I don't play about my man. Like maybe a month later, right, me and Tom are messing with each other still and stuff like this, and there's this convention, right? So there's this convention, and it's gonna be in Florida, and like everybody's gonna be there. All the big earners are gonna be there. It's gonna be some great information that we're gonna learn. They want everybody to come out to Florida and stuff like this. But at that time I was working like 2 jobs, and so I worked both jobs that day that the convention was going on. So I was like, I don't really think that I'm gonna go, but something deep down in my soul told me to go, you guys. So I called out of both my jobs. I think it was the day before they were gonna leave. So once I told them like, okay, yeah, I can go now, they added me to the group chats or whatever for the trip. And Tom was gonna be driving with her, the other girl, in her car. Mind you, we were driving to Florida, and this was like a 12-hour drive. And I was supposed to be riding with Tom's roommate, because Tom's roommate was also in the thing too. And like 2 other girls that they were trying to get recruited into it. So I'm riding with them, and Tom is driving her car 12 hours with her to Florida. And I did not know anything about this, because Tom literally didn't tell me. I just played it cool, be like, oh, okay, whatever, right? So I go to Florida, and me and the girls, me, her, and the other 2 girls they were trying to recruit are all in the same Airbnb together. And the guys were staying with one of the other earners at his crib. While we there and stuff, she's like making little side comments, talking about him a little bit, right? Talking about Thanksgiving and what she's gonna do, and I'm gonna get him food and blah. I'm like, not my man. Not my man. The day of the convention, right, I'm texting him like, I'm getting bothered because she's like saying little stuff here and there and there and there. And he's like,
just don't worry about it. It's gonna be a great day. It's about the convention.
So it gets to the convention or whatever. Tom and her sit with each other, and I go sit with the other girls that they're trying to recruit. Sitting next to these girls, right? And they're like, I can hear them talking next to me, and they're like, I'm so confused. Isn't he with like, who's he with? And I'm like, yeah, who is Tom with? Because it's not given, and it's not 2 + 2 is equaling 15. It's not making no damn sense. The convention over, you know, we leave out of there. Like, you want to take pictures? So I go over there to take pictures with Tom. Tom's taking my pictures, and I'm taking Tom pictures. Why does she come over there? Why are you over here? Why are you in our business? Like, I'm still playing it cool or whatever. So we ended up going outside, right? And she's like, Tom, come take pictures with me. And you know what Tom do? Tom go over there, and he go take pictures with her. And they like take up pictures like they together or some shit. And I just walk away, because at this point now I'm mad. Now you done pissed me off, because what the fuck are you doing? So I walk away, right? And his roommate looking at me, because mind you, his roommate obviously knows everything, because you're in the crib and you most likely probably see everything and hear everything that go on. Right? I'm pretty sure he talks to you about stuff, right? He walks over, he's walking like next to me. He's like, you good? I'm like, nah. He's like, why? And I'm like, you probably know why. And he just looks at me and was like, yeah. So then at this point, Tom comes over there where I'm at, right? I'm upset, mind you, and pissed. He's like, what's wrong? Why the fuck did he do that? Like, why didn't he just not leave me the fuck alone? Like, why did he just not do that? Because at this point, now I'm mad. Now I'm not controlling anything that I say. So when Tom says what's wrong, I look at Tom and I say, you got me f***ed up. Tom does, he walks away, because at this point, yeah, get the fuck out of my face, because now I'm about to make a scene. Do you know who else walks up now to me? Her. What the fuck are you? What the? She's like, what's wrong, Brie? And I'm like, shaking my head like girl, don't even bother me. Leave me alone. Says something that she should not have said to me, right? Because I took it as disrespect at this point. She was like, use your words. Oh, you want me to use my words? Okay, I'm gonna use my words, okay? I said, okay, I'm him and I've been so what's up? And she was like, oh, well, she was like, well, he's just using you. He don't really want you, blah, blah, blah. Me and her just like going back and forth. Me and her are arguing, just going in on each other. Just going back and forth, right? People are trying to like stay in between us and stuff like this. Like it's getting real ghetto. It's getting real rowdy outside this business convention. So I ended up walking away, going inside, getting very mad. I call my mom. I'm calling everybody like, y'all need to calm me the fuck down. At this point, I took my shoes off because I had on heels. I took my heels off just in case. Just in case. Mind you, right? When we got there, I drove in like her car to get there with the other girls, right? So at this point now I can't drive with you. So I ended up driving with the dudes. And they ended up going to this like African restaurant, Jamaican restaurant, and I stayed in the car because I am not finna eat with y'all, right? Tom is asking me like, you coming in? No. Why is she asking me, you coming? Girl, no, I wanna be sitting down here eating with y'all when I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm sitting in the car, right? And I'm talking to my two best friends on FaceTime, right? Because I just need to talk to them. I need them to I just need you to talk to me, right? So she ends up coming back outside like, I need to talk to you. I want to talk to you. And I'm like, what do we have to talk about? We have nothing to talk about. We already talked. Like when we was going back and forth and exchanging words, we don't got nothing to talk about. Mind you, my friends are still on the phone, right? And then my friend is like, what do you need to talk about? And she's like, I'm not talking to y'all. And my friend said, well, I'm talking to you. My friend was like, I will beat your ass. Dudes end up coming back outside, right? And Tom was like, why are you out here? Why are you talking to her? We told you not to bother her and stuff like this. Basically, at this point, like, it's just a mess. But they were like, yeah, we understand how you feel. And we do appreciate that you're trying to, like, keep it cool. And you're trying to stay, like, professional and stuff like that. And we do understand how you feel. And things like that. So they ended up pulling him and her and all of us together. And they're telling him, like, yeah, bro, you can't string two girls along. Like, this is not right. You need to just be honest right here, right now. Just tell these girls what the hell going on and stop playing and speak the fuck up. And he says to her, he was like, yeah, me and her been done. Like, me and her been done, this been over. He was like, I don't want to be with her. And then me and him ended up sitting in the car talking, and he was like, I care about you, and if you don't, and you don't act like I don't. He was like, if you don't think that I care about you, then I'll leave you alone. Huh? I'm like, sir, this is all too ghetto for me. At this point, I'm mad. The trip is ruined. I think we were there for like maybe one more day after this, but yeah. And I didn't sleep at the Airbnb again that night. I ended up staying at the crib with them, but I slept like on the floor or something, or the couch. I don't remember, but I did not talk to him for the rest of the trip, y'all. I just didn't want to talk to him. Like, I want to get home, and when I'm ready, then I'll talk to you. At one point, she pulled me to the side and she was like, can I really talk to you? And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we could talk. She was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. We did break up and stuff like that. But she was like, I've been dealing with this man for 4 years.
Bitch.
You been what? You did what? You been what? She was like, yeah, I've been dealing with him for 4 years consistently. I'm like, how long have me and him? Only a year. You was 4? Oh, baby, you got that. You truly got that. Like, ma'am, full with for a year. That's enough for me. I'm good off that. So the trip's over. We get back to North Carolina. You know, I had my time to think on it. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm ready to talk to this boy now. So I text him like, we can have that conversation. Cause in my head, my dumb ass, I do still care about you, and I want to hear what you got to say, and I'm willing to hear you out. But he kind of low key dodging me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he not really jumping to the idea of talking to me and stuff. Somebody I know, because like I said, we worked at Walmart together, right? And he was like cool people that worked at Walmart, and they cool people that are my friends and stuff. So basically, one of my friends was like, yeah, you know, he was over so-and-so house, and they said that he left early because he said he was finna go f some or mess with some. And I'm like, oh, I know who he finna go f. And that's why he dodging me, because he didn't back over there, and he can stay over there. Last time I like interacted with him for real was that time, was in Florida. I did not see him again after that. That was like the end of 2019, like November or something. That was a story time of me just being super stupid and just being a dumb asshole. Yeah, and being stuck on stupid over somebody that did not even deserve me to be stuck on stupid with, y'all. Like, and this is why you should get to know people and date people before you give somebody your body, because sex will cloud your judgment, because it sure the fuck clouded mine. That shit just really just like messed with my head. Like, it was just like, whew, like, now it's like, yeah, it don't matter what you do or how you doing it, you are not gonna have me dumb. I genuinely do not care. Like, you're not gonna have me being a stupid dumb over you. I might be a little delusional here and there, but just know that I'm being delusional. I can accept that I'm being delusional, but back then I really genuinely did not think that I was delusional. It was a learning experience. Like, honestly, you have to really know somebody for real. And you should let a man take you out on a date, multiple dates. You should really get to know somebody and be like, oh yeah, I really like this person. Or you just give away your body, y'all. Like, sex will cloud your judgment. You should genuinely like a person for who they are as a person first, before you give your body to that person. Because if you and that person match really well physically, then whatever or whoever the type of person that they are, like deep down, you're going to excuse a lot of stuff because of the physical part. Like, you're going to excuse and you're going to look past a lot of stuff. We're women, and at the end of the day, we are emotional creatures. And I guess maybe there are some women that cannot catch feelings for doing stuff like that, but there's a lot of us that are going to catch feelings for men like that, and it's going to make us think that we genuinely deeply love or care about that person, when really all it is just lust. It's making you like that person more than you actually do, because once you and that person fall off and you're no longer getting the physical aspect of that person, you're going to really see that person for who they truly were, and you're going to be like, what the f was it that had me just stuck on stupid? Because I've been like that with people. And I think that it's super important that you should really truly date and have sex with intention. This is your energy, and you should take your energy super seriously, and you should treasure your body, and you should respect your body a lot. I'm not gonna judge anybody that does like to be sexually free and are liberated people. Do you? Cool. When I was younger, I wanted to be abstinent. I wanted my first body, the first man that I ever gave my body to be my husband. I was very deep on that. Once I gave my body away to somebody that I thought okay, this could potentially be someone that I could be with for real, and it was basically all a fucking lie to me. It changed my aspect on life, because I didn't realize, just because I can say oh, I want my first to be my husband, doesn't necessarily mean that when that man is giving you the perception that he wants to be with you, doesn't necessarily really mean he wants to be with you. Men will pretend to want to be with you just to get something out of you. And that's how I basically lost my virginity, was because I was manipulated into thinking that he really genuinely wanted to be with me, and he didn't. And then I just kind of was just well, I mean, that's not gonna be my husband, so I just kind of let go of myself. I finally definitely took time to heal myself, my inner child, myself, and it's a journey. I'm not gonna say that I'm fully healed, but that part of me, there's a phase in my life that I had to feel disgusted with myself with, ew, why did you do that? But I know that person back then was hurting, and that person back then was low vibrational, and she wasn't herself. I lost myself completely. And so now that I'm healing, and I'm in a better mind space, and I know who I am more, and I went a long time without drinking for a while. I went cold turkey and was just I don't want to drink. I'm sick of alcohol. And when I did that, that's when I really looked deeply into myself and did a lot of internal healing, reevaluation of myself. And I feel I really got back to that girl that I used to be, where it was I value myself, I value my body, because I really lost myself for a while. The story is basically how that girl was lost, basically. She was looking for love, but she won't doing it the right way. As a woman, you are a prize, okay? You are the prize. And I'm not saying men aren't prizes too, but women, you need to realize that you are a prize, and you do not have to give your body away to prove anything to a man. It's very counterproductive. I would just say, take your time, get to know the person that you're get to know the person first, date them for a while, right? Find out if this is the type of person that you would actually date. this is the type of person that you actually like, because once you give your body to them, it's going to intensify all of your emotions. So if you don't barely know this person and you're giving your body to them, right, and you and him mesh really well sexually, it's going to make you want to just keep being around this person. And even if you're like, ew, I don't like when he does this, but I like when he did that though, like physically, it's gonna cloud your judgment. So that's just like all I'm saying. But comment below if you've ever been just stuck on stupid and you realize like, why did I do that? Like, why did I do that? But that's the end of this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you turn on my post notifications. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. And I'm gonna be coming to you guys with way more story times for you. So tune in, watch out. Like I said, turn on my post notifications. And thank you for watching. I appreciate every last one of you. And bye.
You falling out of love.